Morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks, Tyro, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Slow morning again as usual, as it is Friday, as it is Monday. So we should expect a slow morning as normal. Let the market decide what wants to happen. This LMDX is probably going to be the runner today. It's up 255%. 0.4315 is that next level you need to break on that. So you can simply just mark it 0.4317. I would move it to 0.20. You can mark that as a high for entries on this. I wouldn't be entering around now. The reason is because it's simply just consolidating within this range. So it's not a good entry here because you're just going to be guessing that it's going to go up. Wait for it to start a bullish trend, so it at least starts to push to the upside. At the moment, I wouldn't be entering this trade at the moment. Can you buy Invo? It's up to you if you want to buy Invo, right? If you like the setup, you can get into the trade. I would have a maximum 3 to 5% stop loss. That's simply how I would trade it. Held this area of support. It's pretty much on VWAP right now. Up to you if you decide if you want to get safe entries, just wait for 152 break. AUMN. AUMN is up 8% as well. This one ran 50% on Friday, which is obviously great. So possible 2-day run on this. At the moment, we can see that it did break out of this consolidation zone that I have marked. So if you look here, this is that consolidation zone, right? So we got that big bullish engulfing candle here. Shows trend reversal, shows that there's a lot of bullish momentum, a lot of buyers stepping in. Next level you do have is this 2.25 here, and then you have 2.45, then you have all the way up to this 2.7. 2.70. So that's what I have on this. This is on the 30-minute, but if we're looking at it on a smaller time frame, we can see that it did hit 2.25, but it is starting to pull back now. So hopefully it does hold $2. I'm actually going to mark this now. It's a big psychological level. So let's see if it holds $2 here, holds that, hopefully retest and push to the upside on this play. Invo, like I said with this one, if you want to enter, you're more than welcome to enter. I did scalp it earlier. I do expect it to run. Why? Because it's held an area of support here. It's been respecting it. It did break VWAP earlier as well on the 1 minute. It was over here. So this was your entry point here. You can see from 128 all the way to 142. It's about a 10% move right there. So whatever you decide to get on this trade, if you want to get in, it's just a lot more volatile. It's a higher risk trade, right? But all you're doing is simply just playing the momentum on this one. Safe entries are above 1.52. If you're trying to enter now, it's a lot more riskier, but up to you what you guys decide. This one was running earlier this morning. It didn't respect the falling wedge that I had marked. So this one didn't look too good now. Ever since that big run up, it hasn't started reversal at all. Yes, I do expect LMDX to go up. I don't know how low it's going to go before it goes up. I don't know how high it's going to go. All I know is that I wouldn't be trading within this level right now. Why wouldn't I be trading? Simply looking at the price action right now. First of all, it's in a downtrend. Second of all, it's consolidating. I don't want to be trading and hoping and praying. This is a gambling zone right here, right? All I want to do is wait for the break of high. That's how I would trade this. Or if you want a riskier entry, look for a break above 0.360. So yes, I do expect this to run up today. It's up 255%. I don't see why it won't continue. I don't know what the news is, but I'm assuming it's pretty good news or whatever the reason is. But yeah, your key support level is 0.25. If it goes below that, it'll probably be done for the day. But at the moment, it's just consolidating and it's in a downtrend. So I wouldn't be entering the trade right now if you want to. Completely up to you what you decide. Just keep a stop loss. That's all I would do. So 0.25 is your big psychological level here. Inverse coming down a bit. Finger, nothing's going on with this, I don't think. Yeah, nothing's going on with this. Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed with this, right? So nothing to update you on this Barrios, unfortunately. Nothing. I'm assuming you're in this trade and you've been waiting for it to move. I don't know if you're waiting for some certain news or something, but at the moment, yeah, I just wouldn't be in this trade at all. You need it to break above this level. I would say 725 here. Big area of resistance, rejected it. Break above that, then you should push for high, towards the highs. But at the moment, it doesn't look good. The big bearish engulfing candles is signifying a downtrend and a strong trend reversal. So downtrend. Yeah, so it doesn't look good. AUMN, this one is now at that $2 psychological level. Let's see if it does hold this into open. That's ideally what we want on this. EGOX, I just did mention this one. Although this 150 is a big psychological level, that's why I have this marked here with this rectangle. You can see, yes, there is, the volume hasn't quite been there since the morning, but we did get that big run up, I'm assuming off news. Ever since then, it's just been a big sell-off. However, it has held that 150, and now we are starting to see an area of support from here and here. Now we do expect this to break the trend line. I would not be entering this trade. I would wait for the trend line to break. I'd wait for at least 175 for an entry. Safe entries above 220. Mara. Mara's in a big downtrend at the moment. I mean, Alice, I'm assuming you know this runs with Bitcoin, so whatever Bitcoin does, this will do. I know it's up 4%, so I'm assuming Bitcoin's up. But if you're looking at it on a 4-hour chart, it's very bearish at the moment, right? Serious downtrend here. It's probably respecting the same thing as the Bitcoin chart. Yes, if we do see the 716 as an area of support, it is slowly starting to push to the upside here if we're looking at the trend. However, it has not broken this trend line. You need it to, I would say, at least to break above this 850 level. But at the moment, yeah, I don't really know. It's not that great at the moment. It's still in a big downtrend, so we'd just avoid at the moment. Harp, yeah, this one doesn't look great at all. Big sell-off on this one. It did consolidate here. I waited for this $10 break. It didn't break it, so I didn't enter on that. I'm just going to remove this off my watch list for now. It is only up 2%. LMDX. Let's see what this one does. I put this one on my watch list for you guys on Twitter and in the Discord. We can see that, yeah, this candle here, we just go to the 30-minute. We can see what's happening. This is an ascending triangle, so you can't really see it right here, but this ascending triangle, the candles had tried to break above. It does look like it's holding this. If it breaks above and holds $3, you should be fine. It should go and continue to push to the upside. If you look from Friday, it was up 36%, which is obviously a great sign on a Friday. Hopefully it does continue to the upside on this trade. It should break out according to the technicals, but at the moment, there's not enough volume there for anything to happen. There's INVO. Not sure if anyone did grab this, but it's pretty much running right now. 152 break is your next level on this. Let me have a look and see what else is moving. AULT. AULT, this is a sub $1 play, but it is up 38% this morning. If you're looking at this based on the 15-minute, right, look at these wicks. So if we just clear this chart and look at it, this price action is not what you want to trade. It's very difficult to know what's happening with this trend. There's no clear direction, although it is up 38%. For me, I wouldn't be touching this trade until it breaks the high, because if you're trying to trade within this range right now, right, it's very difficult to know when is the best entry and when do you think it will go up. So there's no sign of an uptrend, strong uptrend. Yes, it is up 38%, but for me, only entry I would take is above this level. Above this. You could put this as an area of support, I would say. You could put this, I guess, around here. But at the moment, yes, it is bullish. Do you expect it to continue? Yes, because it's up 40%. However, entering now is just very risky in my opinion. Yeah, so we're looking at EJOX here. This one I just mentioned. It's all red candles, probably pretty much since that news did happen. Big sell-off. It is starting to find area support here. So 30 minutes, we've got an hour and a half. An hour and 30 minutes of support here. Looks pretty good. Should start to expect a trend reversal. If it doesn't, it needs to get some volume soon. So if it doesn't, it'll probably break below. But at the moment, it is looking like it's trying to push to the upside. LMDX, let's have a look. LMDX is looking like it's trying to reverse now. So even if you wanted to enter now, it is still risky entries because you're simply still in that downtrend. The only confluence I say would be is just this area of support here at 0.3075. So you only have one confluence, so it's a risky entry. If you wanted to enter, I would have a stop loss just below here, around probably 0.3 would be my stop loss if I entered this. But yeah, at the moment it does look like it is trying to reverse. TCBP was mentioned on Twitter, other accounts. Yeah, be careful when other people post a lot about a stock on Twitter. Or just a lot of people post about it because they're either trying to pump it or there might be something going on. But in my opinion, I would definitely avoid it. Like these are the kind of plays I would completely avoid because they can obviously run 100, 200%, which is fine, right? But majority of the times you're too late for it. You're probably going to get in at the top or you're just going to really just miss the initial move. So it's under $1, which is why I would avoid it. A lot of, I don't know if there's news or I know it's a pharmaceutical company, but nothing is really making me want to get in this trade if I'm looking at based on technicals at the moment. So yes, it's up 10%, all good and well. If you wanted to grab some, I would grab a lotto amount. I wouldn't grab something crazy simply because if it's just being pumped on Twitter or if there's no real reason why, then it'll be difficult to enter this trade. So someone did ask me as well. I'll post this on Twitter if you want me to. According to technicals, you can technically say this is a bullish pennant, so you do expect price to break to the upside. If you were to enter it, you could enter it now. Your stop loss would have to be a much larger stop loss on this, simply because it is a sub $1 play. I wouldn't have more than a 5% stop loss on TCBP. So this is a bullish setup. I'll post it on Twitter. So bullish setup. ICU, IMPX is halted. What happened to that? ICU. Let me have a look at this one. So if we just clear this chart real quick, we can go to the 1 hour. Don't really like these price action of these candles, but simply in a downtrend, there is a possible falling wedge on this, which is obviously what you want to see. So this is bullish. It is a former runner. We know that it's ran to this 127 level. It struggled all week to kind of break above that after it did make that high. So I would just be very cautious of this. Simply just mark the low, which is this here. So 0.85 would be, well, is the area of support. You needed to break the trend line. I would wait for, personally, I would wait for $1 break. That's a big psychological level, so I'll mark that there. You have $1, then you have this 110, and then you can say all the way to 127 on this. So these are your levels here on ICU. So it is a falling wedge. You do expect this to break out, but at the moment it is down 10% this morning. So just be cautious if you are in this trade. I'll post it now for you guys. So this is pre-market ICU. This is the 1 hour chart. So it's a bullish setup. We have a falling wedge. I need some volume for a push to the upside. Mara or any Bitcoins? Yeah, Mara's one. Let me look at Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's up 2%. So I mean, Mara's one. Okay, that normally takes the lead, and then there's Hut. There's another one which is up 5%. Riot, which is another one. That's a crypto play or blockchain. And then Can's another one. BKKT, there's a lot of them. So Jacob, if you go on Twitter, I mean on the Discord, just type in on the search, just type in Bitcoin plays, and you should be able to see them there. There's just like 4 or 5 of them. So Mara is mainly the main one. Mara and Hut is the ones that I would focus on. Invo is going pretty well. I need to sell some of this. I am up on this still. I'm up 5%, 6%, sorry. Hopefully it breaks to 1.57. NC. This is a former runner, I'm pretty sure. Nah, not a good chart at all. This is a prime example, Lance. For me personally, this I would avoid this at all costs, right? Look at this chart. We're just simply looking at it. Not a good chart at all, right? So yeah, I'm not even going to bother charting it because there's nothing to really chart on this. But if you're looking at it, I mean, I think anyone, even if you don't know trading, like you just wouldn't be trading this, right? So if you are looking for an entry on this, it needs to break to the upside like this, push to the upside, and you need to break this trend line. Otherwise, you're going to be entering now, and it's probably going to keep going down, 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 down. So personally, I would just avoid that one at all costs. AUM is holding this $2 is now at 207. There's a 3% move on that. This is a former runner. Down 14%. Down this run 40% on Friday. Choppy chart on this. At the moment, no clear direction on it. It is down 15%. All I would do is simply just mark the area of support. So 0.85 is an area of support. And then I'd put $1 as that psychological level. So I would have this over here, like that. And then, I mean, I would just mark the high. So there's one high here, 177 or 178, sorry. 178, and then whatever this level is here, 196. So at the moment, this doesn't look good. I wouldn't be entering this trade. The only way I would enter this trade if it pulls back to $1, or it kind of just breaks this high here, this 178. So at the moment, it's not really looking too good. I know it is a former runner, but maybe if it does start to reverse at some stage, then yes. I mean, if you want to take a riskier entry, just wait for this trend line break, so around this 140 level. But right now, I just wouldn't be entering it. It's down 15%. IMVO is there. Let me have a look and see what else is moving. NM. Nothing on that. How's LMDX? So LMDX is here. It's breaking this trend line right now. It's probably reclaimed the 9 EMA as well. Yeah, so it's reclaimed the 9 EMA and it's above VWAP. So this looks pretty good. It should probably start running again soon. So if you wanted to enter this, I guess you can try and enter it. I wouldn't have more than a max 3-5% stop loss on this trade personally. Let me see this. So here is, so yeah, we can see right what's happened. So ever since it's held this 0.3075. So if I was you, I would mark this level. The reason is because we've seen that since pre-market today, although it's had that huge run up, we've seen that now it's finally started to hold this area of support. Now mark this level. This is because it will allow you to find an area of support if it does pull back here, and if it does possibly reverse off this level. Your next level is 0.36, which is this high here, and then you have push for the high of day on that. What else is moving? This one is okay. I would definitely keep this on watch. I'm going to actually put this in my watch list. So now it is up above $3. I'm just going to put this line here. So I would just simply mark this $3 here, because if we're looking at it from Friday, we can see that it is bullish, right? It did run 36%. It is up 3% right now. I know it's not much, but it's still green and it is above that psychological level. So I really do like the setup for now. So keep this on watch if you are looking for one of these trade setups. What else is moving? MTC, this is another one that shouldn't be entering a trade. Big sell-off on this, 30% yesterday, Friday, and then 21% today. This looks like the best play right now. This is the only trade that I would possibly be in. However, just be cautious if you are in this trade right now, because we've seen that 152 is the high. It's rejected it once, twice, 3 times, and now it looks like it's rejecting again. Safe entries are above the 152. Obviously, if you are in now, I would just keep a max 5% stop loss on this trade. So be very cautious if you are trading this setup right now. Take profits if you are up around 3 to 5%. Yeah, and that's how I'd kind of trade this one. AUMN, this one's not really doing too much. Holding that $2. EGOX. I do like this trade setup. So the main reason why is, right, so I just think about trades logically when I'm simply looking for setups. Mark the high, where's the area of support? Look, from here, from the high run up to the area of support, it's a 32% decrease. That's a 32% pullback, right? Meaning that now that it's pulled back to an area of support at minus 32%, you expect the stock to reverse. There's much lower risk. There's a higher chance that this will break out now because it's not still in a solid downtrend, right? So in my opinion, I would simply just, if I did take this trade setup, I would have a stop loss below 150. That's kind of how I would trade that setup for now. I need to take some profits on this Invo trade right now. Give me a second. All right, lovely, 14% on this. Did anyone take that INVO trade? Did anyone take it? Let me know. Here it goes, breaking out right now. It's high of day. So all now, how do we know what the next level is? We simply just look left on the chart. We can see that this is an area of resistance right here. So we can say 170 is your next level, right? It's not your next target level. That's just the next area of resistance. And then I would say 195 is the next level. And then this looks like the top runner today. So if you're trying to get in now, in my opinion, you're chasing. I would definitely wait for a pullback. So where's the pullbacks? You need to start identifying where the pullbacks are. Simply just an area of support can be one. And there's other multiple ways you can look for pullbacks. But yeah, right now, maybe you can look for a retest at 152 and then push to the upside again. But if you did grab this, congrats, well done. So there's your break above this high. So there's the break. Now you need it to retest and hopefully push to the upside on that. So that's what you can look for if you're looking for a trade. If you are already in it, I would definitely be taking profits. Yes, it might continue to run another 700%. Who knows how high it's going to go? I don't know. But if I was you, I would definitely secure some profits. You can always re-enter the trade at a later stage today. I'm going to go with my watch list, and then I'm going to head into the Discord. So if you guys can do me a favor as well, I know we have some people in here. If you can like the stream up, I would appreciate it, and also subscribe if you haven't done so. Invo is going to be my top watch simply because it's the one that's running right now. It is up 192%. It's broken the high of day. It looks very bullish, and it is continuing to go to the upside. AUMN, this looks all right. It's holding this $2 level. This is what I'm going to look for at open. So if it does hold this, hopefully we can look for possible entries. This EGOX. I do like the setup simply because I said, remember, it was down like 30% or something from this run up. It's holding an area of support. It's kind of getting my confidence that I want. Now I just need this trend line break and a push to the upside. TPST, I would keep this on watch. We know this is a former runner. It's crazy runner. I think last week or the week before. So in my opinion, this is a no-brainer to keep on your watch list. It was down at 422. It's now all the way up to 455. So it looks like it is starting to push to go green. UUU, this one is also definitely on watch. Holds $3. It should continue to push to the upside. It ran on Friday, 36%. So keep that on watch. SCCO, you can keep this one on watch as well. It is in a downtrend. It's really the only entries you would look for is above 130. And then this LMDX is also just a no-brainer to look for entries as well, simply because it is running. It's broken that downtrend that I did draw previously here. So once it broke this downtrend here, this was your entry point at 0.33. If you are in, I would definitely take some profits because this 0.36 is an area of resistance at the moment. All right, I'm going to head into the Discord, guys. I will send the link if you guys would like to join the Discord. That's where myself and Hassi give all our live trades. We give entry, stop loss targets. We do live trading, live seminars, and all those good things, and teach you guys how to trade. If you would like to learn how to trade like myself and chart like myself, feel free to join. It's completely optional. So if you want to join, the link is there. But yes, I will be charting as usual on Twitter. Feel free to message me if you have any questions regards to Discord or just Twitter and, or just any stocks or charts in general. I will get back to you throughout the day. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Thanks, guys.